This is a Hermes3000 typewriter purchased in 1970, the original owner. And I want to say, as you can see, this is being taken in some direct sunlight and will show up the unit, therefore, at its worst. But the point is to you know what you're getting. So there we go. Strap down. Case was obviously, just in case you didn't see it. Okay, original cover and so forth. I'm going to try to do this one-handed because I'm holding on to the iPhone. It may not work. It probably won't. This is the toughest part of it right here. If you're doing it one-handed, it's a lot easier with two. There we go. That holds it in tight so that if you have to move it around, it slides off like that. Okay. Now, I think I better lift it out with two hands, so I'm going to pause this. Okay, safely removed with two hands. Let me show you a little bit. There, just sitting down. Actually, probably be better if it stand a little bit, better angle. Okay, the way this works right now, it is locked in place. And it's locked in by a little latch back here, which works fine. You push that latch in, and it moves back and forth. That's to the center part because I'm still holding on the latch. Otherwise, you push in the side button, and it goes to the extent of the margins on both sides. Back to the center, and choose to let it out. Now, how do you set the margins? I can show you that these work. It's indicated by this little red bar. Pull another little button in on the side. Oh, that, since it was at the margin, released it all the way to the center. So what do I do about that? You go somewhere in the middle, push the button on the side. Now pull in the little button for moving the margin. You can see the red piece, the red line moving under there. Okay, now the margin is set right there. Exactly the same thing on the other side. Switching hands here. Button that I'm pulling with my finger. This button right here to actually release it, and you can see the red bit moves there. And that, once you've set the margin, it'll go to that far, back to that far, and of course the advantage with the wider chassis back in the day, which is you could use bigger paper. So let's give a demonstration of using paper. You can see where this little lever okay, that's for the paper edge. So I'm going to set the margin right about there. Oops, sorry. Push the wrong button. Back again. Let's set it right about there. There we go. And might as well push it. That'll be about right. So take our piece of paper in. You lay it down, and just to show you, that is, see, it's bumping into the roller, which is the way it's designed to be. I'm going to move these, because that's supposed to help you line up the paper. And once you've done that, you turn the lever, and it brings the paper around. As you can see, it came up reasonably well lined, but this gives a demonstration. It's slightly above, so it's not quite aligned, right? Let's see if I remember how to do this. Pull this lever, and then you can kind of manually pull the paper until you get pretty much perfect alignment. Push the lever back. You can see it bumped up just a little bit, but it's still straight. Okay, excuse me. So, I'm going to push this. Sure enough, comes back there, and we'll type in T-H-I-S, space is, space I, shift. Period. This is my Hermes. This is my Hermes typed with a ribbon that has been sitting in the unit for probably 2 decades. I can't believe it still has ink, but there you go. I'll show you something else about ribbons in a minute. Okay, just to show you the keys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 7. Okay, ASD, LT, HJK, LSM, whatever that is, cent mark. As you can see. Okay, and the shift key works. Okay, and sure enough, there are all the keys. And just so you can see, this thing here pops up pretty readily. And you can see none of these stuck anywhere. They just go up and down like they're supposed to. There's the inside. And you tilt it up a little bit to get better sunlight on it. You can see the ribbons. I do remember that being... things have changed. it was interesting to get it done. Okay, and this actually can go back on reasonably easily with one hand. Comes down real nice, you can see. Sides, oh, that's pretty much in the shadow. Let me pull that around. It's still in the shadow, but well. Okay, so let me get the other side. That's not a shadow. The other side looks pretty much the same. Oh, that is reflection. I thought it was a scratch there for a minute. It's just reflection. See, could you see it on my finger? Probably. Okay. The other thing I wanted to show. Okay, in the case, snap that off, and we have in here original directions. A ribbon. All right, that's where I bought it, all right. And let's see, open this guy up a little bit. He's still got his plastic bag, so if one can sit in the typewriter for 20 years and still work. I can't guarantee it, of course, because I'm not going to open it, but it seems reasonable to believe that would work. And in case one isn't enough, we have two. And then we have the original brushes with showing the only defect. I have no idea, no recollection of when that happened. This is the stiff brush to clean these little guys here, and this is the dust brush. Original cover, which you saw on the machine, and this little guy here is if you get a multicolored ribbon. I don't have that. I honestly don't remember what that is. I think it has something to do with the pressure. Otherwise, this is a. I don't have a. I'm not a collector of typewriters, and but I saw on eBay that some people do appear to like them. And if you're looking for a Hermes3000, pretty much in the condition it was when it was new, I hope you'll consider bidding on this one. Thanks.